And then they've got to have some offensive execution and firepower.
Rebounding is going to be so important in this game. St. Mary's has a +10 rebounding margin, which leads the West Coast Conference. The opening tip won by the Pilots. McKinnon, quick dish to Balasager-Webb. And the bunny over Saxon.
I love that Balasager-Webb went right at Saxon right there. He doesn't want to pick up a quick foul. Good job of just keeping it high and going over his left shoulder.
Marshall Lonis, the WCC Player of the Year, off to Saxon. I don't know how he got that one to go.
Sure strength right there, Brian. I mean, Saxon is just so good around the rim, and you've got to push him and make him get off of the block if you are Portland.
It didn't even look like he was facing the basket when he let it go. Skip pass to McKinnon. Now it's Rapp. One of the best in the WCC. Can't connect. Offensive rebound for Portland. And they'll keep possession after the deflection. Skip to Dang Deet. Morauskas closes out. Dang Deet fading away. Gets it to go.
Portland off to a great start. 2 possessions, 2 buckets. Did a good job on the boards, and that's exactly what this Portland squad needs, and no droughts in this first half.
Back to Marshall Lonis.
St. Mary's runs a lot of on-ball screen action, especially with Saxon setting the screen, and you see the attack to the glass right there.
Morauskas tried to tip it back in, no luck.
Portland will mix it up defensively tonight, trying to make things happen.
Dang Deet going to get called for the foul. That'll be his first.
Actually, a good foul. They had transition buckets, somebody out in front. Ross was out leading the break, but a good pickup foul to just stop that after that quick turnover.
First foul on Portland.
Going back to what I was talking about, Portland's going to look to mix it up tonight defensively. You'll see man, you'll be zone. They're going to pick up a little bit, just trying to give different looks to St. Mary's and try to stay out of this on-ball defensive action.
Right now, you're already seeing some switching defensively for Portland as they're playing man-to-man. Morauskas into Saxon, 10 on the clock. Balasager-Webb with some strong defense. The basket almost went, and the rebound in the hands of Delano. He's running in transition. Dishes it off to McKinnon. Knocks down the triple.
That all started with Balasager-Webb being very physical in the paint, able to get out in transition. That's a great time to shoot the 3.
And this is the battle I'm assuming you're going to be seeing all night. Balasager-Webb up against Saxon.
Well, you can see he's just accepting the challenge here, being very physical, looking to double team when the ball goes on to Saxon.
Marshall Lonis lost it, almost kicked it. 9 on the shot clock now for the Gaels. And Barrett gets fouled by Portland, so they'll get 20 on the shot clock.
Portland coming out very physical in the first few minutes here, and this is not typically what we have seen. They are accepting this challenge. This St. Mary's team, a very tall, very physical, strong team. You got to compete at that level, and they are doing it so far.
Morauskas, the high pass. Barrett is able to get to it before it crosses half court. Morauskas, the transfer from Arizona, dishes it off to Ross. The lefty Love sinks the three-pointer.
Tough break right there. A little bit late on that closeout. Rapp had an extended hand, but you've got to make him do something different.
That 3 ends a nearly 2.5-minute drought for the Gaels.
St. Mary's at times has struggled to score the basketball. They make up for it how hard they play defensively.
Saxon on the ground, able to give it up, and the Gaels keep possession. Barrett, the 3. That hits iron. Saxon chasing it down, and it's going to be Portland basketball. Jim Etzel able to get a hand on that one as it went into the stands.
Love it. St. Mary's as a team only shooting just over 30% from the three-point line. So you like that shot right there if you are Portland defensively. But then again, you've got to block out and put a body.
McKinnon in trouble. He picked up his dribble. Into Balasager-Webb. Delano left all alone. Ross fell behind. It'll be one and done for Portland.
Really good execution, and that's a great shot coming off a curl cut. just not able to hit the shot.
Marshall Lonis in the paint, sends it back out. Barrett will put it up over Rapp. Offensive rebound. Morauskas, and a foul called on Portland. The foul's going to be on Balasager-Webb. That'll be his first, team's third, as Portland has an early 2-point lead over the last few games.
Well, that's where the front line has got to step up. And then, you have Rapp, you have Dengdeet in the different, stretch 3, stretch 4 spot. Guards have got to rebound. Everybody, it's got to be team effort.
Morauskas missing the free throw.
St. Mary's, has such good size all the way around. And not that Portland doesn't have size. Some of it doesn't play a lot of minutes. So it's the, guys that are on the floor that have got to really do a good job of being physical.
Morauskas will make the second free throw. No changes for St. Mary's, but for Portland, Kelson Gebers has checked in. Max in the paint, and McKinnon will lay it in.
Great pick and roll action. Portland just offensively moving so much better without the basketball.
We were talking to Shante Leggins yesterday, and he talked about, hey, yes, it's St. Mary's. This has been a power in the West Coast Conference, but they see some weaknesses in the armor for St. Mary's. They think that they can really attack and exploit.
He felt like if they can do a job defensively and rebound, they've got a shot at this. And obviously, you got to make buckets. And they didn't have a great shooting performance in that first half against Gonzaga the other night. But you're at home, you get a little bit of, comfortability going in on this one. And it's going to be a team effort.
Rapp with the take, will miss it, and it's an offensive rebound for Portland. Hand off to Rapp. It's got 12 seconds to work with. McKinnon double team over to Rapp. 3, dead ahead, and that's short. Another offensive rebound for Portland.
That was all Gebers making that happen.
And Delano got blocked, but avoided it out of bounds. It'll stay with Portland, 17 on the shot clock.
Gebers comes in, and this is exactly what he brings. The energy, the 50-50 balls, all the little things. He can shoot the basketball, but he is a high-energy guy that just is a workhorse.
See if Portland can add on to their 1-point lead. Out of bounds. Gebers will have to get this one in the backcourt. 10 on the shot clock for Portland. Barrett almost over-pursued, but did a good job staying behind. Delano has to put it up. I don't know if he got it off in time. Doesn't matter. It'll be a shot clock violation.
Yeah, right there. Rapp's got a little bit of contact right there. He's got to continue to go to the rim with 4 seconds on the clock. You hate to have that. I mean, they have had really good flow. That possession right there, a little disjointed.
Portland started out 3 for 5, just 1 for 5 since then. They've missed their last 4 shots. Dengdeet now on Saxon. Marshall Lonis with the open wing 3, knocks it down.
Here's the thing, if you are going to double on the post, and Saxon obviously is a huge threat, you've got to be able to close out with a high hand and not allow Marshall Lonis to just get a wide open look. They will knock it down.
Marshall Lonis had 5 points in the win against Pepperdine. That's the lowest points he's had since he had 0. He had a goose egg back on November 17th of last year at San Diego State. You know he's trying to get back in the scoring column tonight.
He is, but he's doing all the other things. He's distributing. He's just so smooth and smart with the basketball. I mean, every time I watch him, I love his game just because it's such a high IQ. He knows exactly what Coach Bennett wants, and he gets people the ball in spots to score.
Well, I don't know if there's anybody that Coach Bennett trusts more than Marshall Lonis. He started every single game that he's been in since joining the Gaels as a true freshman.
Well, he's known him since he was 5. Yeah. So, a long-time relationship.
Dengdeet with the 3. Portland cannot connect, and the drought will continue. 2+ minutes. Mikey Lewis, who's checked in for the first time for the Gaels. That's a star in the making for St. Mary's. He's averaging 9 points a game out of prolific prep. And Ballou with the swipe right there to get it off the leg of St. Mary's. It'll be Portland basketball.
Barrett really aggressive on that curl right there to get to the rim. Good hands by Ballou, just making things happen. Geber's decent job. Dengdeet comes over and he just lost it on the penetration. Portland needs a high percentage shot right now. Good execution.
Rapp will have it now, 15 on the clock. Foul called on the floor. It's going to be called on Saxon. That'll be his first and the team's first for the Gaels.
Saxon, his first team foul on the Gaels. Ball's out of bounds in the timeout.
Portland will get 20. Ballou had it poked away. Marshallona stays with it. Lewis tried to get some touch off the glass. It's strong.
Good take, just a little bit tough off the rim. Portland did a good job of blocking out, not allowing an offensive board. It is an offensive issue right now. Haven't scored in over 3 minutes.
Just one of their last 7. Gabbers can't change that. Portland now just 1 of 7 from behind the arc.
And they've had really good looks from the three-point line, and that's what I'm talking about. You've got to be able to knock down shots, and these scoring droughts, especially against a team like St. Mary's, you just can't afford.
Saxon trying to get the rebound to go back in. It's a long rebound for the Gaels. Morauskas. And it'll be another opportunity, and Barrett hit the side of the backboard.
Well, credit Portland for being physical, even if the offensive board is going in St. Mary's favor, making it very hard for second chance opportunities.
St. Mary's has missed their last 4 shots, and they've been held scoreless for the last 2:15. That might change right here. Lewis cannot lay it in.
Yeah, Portland just needs a slow pace right here and get a great shot.
4 turnovers for Portland in the last 6 minutes, and Shante Leggins is going to call a timeout right here, try to regroup his club.
Really good timeout right here. To talk to
Don't see any changes on the floor for St. Mary's after the media break. Rapp. He does not look like himself right now from behind the arc.
No, and that's a good post-to-post screen right there with a good look. Oakman doing a great job of setting that screen, and the thing about it is Rapp's not going to get too many good looks.
Rapp now 0 for 3 from behind the arc. Offensive foul, Saxon. And that'll be his second.
Right there, Saxon comes up, and I think Lewis had the ball, and he's just got to wait a half a second longer to come off that screen and allow Saxon to get set so that he doesn't pick up that offensive fouls. I mean, that's a big foul. 2 fouls with 10, almost 11 minutes to go here in the half.
I feel like that's something that we've seen called a lot more this season, is that half-second moving screen before the ball handler starts moving. Masic gets blocked by Wessels, who just checked in.
Masic's one of those veterans that just has got to get going offensively. Decent penetration right there, just great effort on the block.
Portland foul number 2.
Isaiah Oakman picks up that foul. A 4th team foul for Portland.
Ball's out of bounds for St. Mary's.
Lewis thought about it for a moment.
Ooh.
Couple bodies running into each other. And they're going to call that one on Gebbers.
Wessels and Gebbers really both kind of ran into each other hard.
That was Gebbers' first, the 5th team foul. We're just happy everybody's okay after that type of collision. Off the back of the backboard, and the Pilots are moving. They've got numbers. Ballou lost it. Lewis got his hand in there.
Masic was wide open on the wing right there. He's got to give that up in transition.
Marshallonis had a good look. It just doesn't go. Lewis will have another opportunity. And I think we're going to get over the back on Wessels.
Oakman battling on the weak side. St. Mary's doing a nice job. Offensive boards to kickouts for threes. That's a great time to shoot it. Portland doing a nice job on the boards. And again, it's scoring droughts. St. Mary's almost 4 minutes without a bucket. Portland, one of their last 10 from the field.
They have not gotten a single point in the last 5.5 minutes. Masic high off the glass.
Great job of coming off that on-ball screen up top, reading the defense, and you'd love to see him get going offensively. He's got the firepower, and he can score a lot of points quick.
Marshallonis almost lost it. Wessels deep in the paint, and Masic, smart play, not picking up the foul.
Yeah, Portland switched on that, and Masic ended up down low on Wessels. Smart to let that one go.
Portland's got 4 turnovers in the last 6 minutes. Rapp right now, no points. 0 for 4 from the floor, 0 for 3. Gebbers to the basket, around Wessels, and he'll lay it in.
Great curl cut. Portland doing a nice job of curling from the weak side and into the paint. Gebbers high off the glass. He's just getting more comfortable as this season goes on.
Marshallonis can't get it to go, and it went off of Wessels. No, we're going to say it's off of Portland.
I don't know about that.
Jermaine Balasager-Webb, McKinnon, and Dang Deet will check in for Portland. And I don't know if you can go back.
They can't review that.
Yeah. So we're going to look at it right here. It looked like Wessels off the initial look.
Marshallonis just misses this high off, and he came from behind and tipped that out. That's a bad call.
So we'll see if the Gaels can capitalize on the extra possession. Wessels, left hand. He wasn't really facing the basket.
St. Mary's kind of floating away instead of taking it and attacking at the rim straight up.
Masic over Lewis. Goes to the corner. Blue chases it down. Masic, Dang Deet. 5 on the clock, into the corner. Blue has to put it up to beat the clock.
There's a whistle.
And there was a whistle.
Kind of a soft whistle.
Yeah.
Very soft whistle.
Number 23,
Morauskas picks up the foul. That's his first, the 4th team foul on the Gaels. Balasager-Webb from the elbow. Dang Deet came flying in for the rebound, and he gets fouled.
That's the 6th offensive board for Portland in this game, and Portland doing a nice job. Ball comes in. Balasager-Webb, that's a good shot for him. Dang Deet coming from that weak side. St. Mary's does not put a body, and they get an extra opportunity.
Yeah, Morauskas went straight to the hoop instead of trying to find Dang Deet. And McKeever having to change his undershirt, or more or less just take it off because he had white underneath. That would be my only guess why they had to make that change. So Andrew McKeever, the redshirt freshman from Livermore, California, checks in for the first time. McKinnon from the far wing. It was halfway down and it popped out.
Decent look from the three-point line from McKinnon.
These two teams are combined just 3 for their last 22.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to have a drought, hopefully the other team does too, and that's where we're at right now, tied up.
Lewis can't make that three-pointer, and McKeever ends up with it. On the shot clock. Lewis attacking Masic. Stops at the block. Inside to McKeever. Balasager-Webb with some good defense, but McKeever had the touch.
McKeever going over his right shoulder. A great little left-handed touch right there. A much-needed basket for the Gaels. You just see his size and ability to rise.
12 on the shot clock for Portland. Dang Deet off balance.
That's just too quick. Not a great shot out of the offense. Portland's so much better when they get ball movement and people moving without the basketball, curling, cutting to the rim.
Blue steps in front of Lewis. Now it's Ross cutting into the paint, dishes it to McKeever. Got a little contact, but no call.
Little contact, but good recovery right there by Portland defensively.
Dang Deet almost got into some trouble right there, able to dish it off. McKinnon got fouled. He was looking for it. Which means
Chance points, they only have 3 in the half.
6 fouls on St. Mary's, so the next one will put Portland on the line for 1 and 1.
Substitution for St.
McKinnon got fouled on that last play by Jordan Ross. That was his first.
Also joined by Augustus Marcelonis.
Ashton Hardaway, the sophomore transfer from Memphis. Son of Penny Hardaway. And timeout called by St. Mary's as Marcelonis got trapped in the corner. They didn't want to turn it over.
Yeah, Portland did a great job of immediately getting a trap off of that free throw with the press situation. Coach Legans talked to us about this, about how they're going to mix it up. This is not something that they typically do. This is a scout situation. Did a nice job, and instead of turning the ball over, Brian, like you said, they call a quick timeout to regroup.
With 6:20 left, you look at, some good, some bad on both sides. What would you like to see both teams try to work on before going into half?
Well, I think it's just offensive efficiency. I think Portland has taken some quick shots, maybe out of, rhythm. They've got to get some movement. They're really good when they're curling, they're coming off staggered screens. Make the defense shift and move and then attack. St. Mary's has had some decent looks. They just have not finished around the rim, which they typically do.
And that's worked out to the benefit of Portland so far. We're all tied up with 6:20 left until halftime.
Little 2-2-1. More of a tempo press just to slow St. Mary's down. Back into a zone in the half court. St. Mary's at times throughout the season has struggled against a zone defense.
Yeah, when we talked to Shante Legans earlier this week, he said that was probably going to be a big emphasis defensively. Try to get them out of their groove in a zone.
Well, right there, good job by Rapp. It's hard to rebound out of a zone, so you take a tiny bit of a risk because you don't have a specific person. You got to put a body on somebody and find someone. Rapp did a good job.
McKinnon back to Rapp, 15 on the shot clock. Had it poked away.
Marcelonis, really quick hands.
Ross with it, back to Marcelonis. And McKeever against Delano right now on the block. Hardaway, extra pass to Ross. Marcelonis, the 3, sinks it. He's got 6 points.
He's just so solid. You give the guy a few feet and he's going to take advantage of it. You can see him just distributing, getting people involved offensively, and then taking the shot when it's there.
Last year he was the WCC Player of the Year, averaging 12.4 points, 5.3 assists, and he's already surpassing his averages from last year this season.
Senior's just doing a terrific job for the Gaels, and he's just really hard to guard. It's hard to keep him in front, and he's explosive, but it's kind of deceiving. All of a sudden he's slow down and then just that quick stuttered step, and he makes something happen.
All right.
He's just smart. He's just super smart.
Coach Bennett has put Mitchell Saxon back on the floor with 2 fouls, so something to keep an eye on.
Well, if you're Portland, you go right at him and try to pick up a third before the half.
Hardaway turns, faces, dishes it to Saxon. Can't lay it in, gets his own miss. Misses again. This is just so uncharacteristic of the Gaels right now.
Yeah, multiple misses around the rim.
And Portland very fortunate. The Gaels could be up by 5, 7, 9 points right now if they just hit some of these bunnies. Dang Deet gets cut off. Now it's Balasager-Webb. Saxon laying the body into him. Balasager-Webb falling away, can't get it to go.
And that's where you don't want to fall away. Saxon has 2 fouls. Go at him, even if you pick up an offensive foul right there.
And I think Rapp just picked up a foul. No, they're going to say that's on McKinnon. That'll be his first, the 6th team foul by Portland. Saxon just a 47.5% free throw shooter. Just 1 of 6 from the floor. 2 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist in 10 minutes of work. He'll make the first free throw.
Portland, 2 of their last 15 from the field.
Started out 3 of 5.
Basketball game of run, we talk about it all the time, but it's these droughts. I mean, against really good quality teams, you cannot afford these droughts if you are Portland.
McKinnon attacking the glass on the missed free throw, his 2nd rebound. And quietly, he's got 7 points. That leads the Pilots right now. No look pass to Dane Deet, and it's blocked by Hardaway. They give it back to Hardaway. Ross takes it outside. Hardaway got Balasager-Webb to jump. Ross able to get to it before the half-court line. Ross embraces the contact and will get the foul drawn. That'll be on Balasager.
8 turnovers in this half right here. Haven't hurt them that bad. St. Mary's has 6 points off of it, but it's really a matter of offensively getting good looks and knocking down shots.
When you look back to the first 4 minutes of this game where Portland came out to that quick lead against St. Mary's, what necessarily has St. Mary's done to get Portland off of their game since then?
They've made them go one-on-one instead of getting movement. I mean, in the beginning of this game, the first 4 minutes, they were getting movement away from the ball, curl cuts, good looks, making things happen in the paint. And St. Mary's has done a nice job of just making them go one-on-one. And sometimes Portland struggles to get to the paint one-on-one.
Jordan Ross made both free throws. The former Arizona Compass prep star, averaging 8.1 points on the season. McKinnon tried to get it around Saxon. Not enough on it. And now you start to see some of that speed from St. Mary's. Ross with another 3, his 2nd of the evening, and he's at his seasonal average of 8 points, and Shante Leggins wants a timeout.
Well, smart timeout because there's 3:12 to go. It was a 6-point game. You miss, a mid-range kind of runner, and you go the other way and you give up a 3. So it goes from a 6-point game with a chance to, close the lead, and then you give up a 3 in transition. That's where transition defense has got to be good, communication's got to be good, and you got to get a high hand.
It's 9-0 run right now for the last 2 minutes for St. Mary's. Now they're starting to see the ball fall, and that really starts to build some confidence if you're in that Gaels huddle.
And really important for Portland, the next 3:12 here going into the half is to close that gap. This is not a 9-point game. It's been closer than that, but you go on a quick run like that, allow quick shots, and all of a sudden the lead is exploded. You do not want to get to double digits right here for Portland. You got to get a quality look and then get some stops.
Balasager-Webb is back in for Portland. He was getting involved early in those first couple of minutes for Portland. Delano, who's been relatively quiet lately, gets his first points.
Good job of coming off the on-ball, get into the paint, and stopping and popping, not taking it into the defense.
He was held to single digits for what seems like the last handful of games, but picked up 12 points against the Bulldogs on Thursday.
Leading scorer for Portland against Gonzaga the other night.
Marshall Lunas attacks baseline. He got met with some contact, no call.
Not happy about it either.
Bounce pass to Rapp. And he misses the easy basket inside, and there's a foul called. And that's going to be a Luke Barrett.
Rapp's going to go just dunk this in transition, not allow it to even get up to the rim. Good feed, good run, got a little bit cute with it. Just go put that thing and slam it down, and there is no question of whether it's going to miss or not. It's a late whistle on that play. I thought they called it on the rebound.
And Rapp just 4 rebounds and 2 assists so far as he makes that free throw. Nearly a 92% free throw shooter as Todd Jones will come in for the first time for Portland. Balasager Webb heads to the bench. Rapp is the leading scorer for this Pilots team. He's the leading rebounder for this Pilots team. Just a freshman, too. A lot on his shoulders in his first year on the Bluff.
1-2-1-1 again, looking to trap, make things happen.
Saxon against Rapp. Out to Barrett. Hit back iron. Long rebound for the Gaels. That is the 11th offensive rebound now for St. Mary's. There's a foul called.
Number 12.
And that was going to be on Kelson Gebbers. That'll be his second. And that'll be free throws now for the Gaels, as that's 8 personal fouls.
The Gaels so good at, if they don't get the rebound clean, poking it back out, trying to punch it back to the guard spot.
Paulus Morauskas at the line to shoot 1 plus the bonus.
Missing that free throw.
Big possession right here for Portland. Get it to a single possession game.
Get it to Rapp. Cut into the basket, floats it up. Got his own miss. And the putback doesn't go.
Rapp, I feel, is like pressing a little bit.
Marshallonis took it to him, and he tipped in his own miss. 8 points for Marshallonis.
Explosion on the rebound. You miss the shot and then get your own board like that. That's impressive.
Closing in on his seasonal average of 13.6. And an offensive foul. It's going to be on Todd Jones.
Number 23, Todd Jones Jr.
9th team foul.
That's a good call. Jones comes out and he's just not set. Kind of sideways on it as the Rapp goes by him, and easy call for the officials.
So it's a 7-point lead for the Gaels for the final minute plus. And Delano around Morauskas gets the steal.
Good decision of slowing it up and bringing it back out.
And Saxon just picked up his 3rd foul. That could be huge and something to keep an eye on.
3rd personal, 8th team foul on the Gaels.
Delano does a nice job of penetrating, and Saxon just a little bit late on the rotation over there. Not a lot of contact, but picks up the 3rd, and that is a big foul.
You could see the disappointment and frustration on his face in that replay. As the redshirt freshman McKeever will have to come in along with Hardaway as Jones missing the first free throw. Jones doesn't get to the line very often, but he is a 75% free throw shooter. Coming to the Bluff, he comes from New Orleans. He's a 3-time state champion. He's got a lot of physicality to him, but he's a bit raw. Still trying to learn the position here at UP.
He's got a lot of upside. All of a sudden, a little bit different level. The physicality, the speed of the game, you have to adjust, and just playing and understanding the officials, how they call the game. He's been in foul trouble a ton.
This will be a good opportunity to see what he can do. Inside, he's going up against McKeever. Ross, 6 on the clock, over Gebbers. Ross has 10.
Tough shot there by Ross, but good patience by the Gaels, winding that all the way down to the clock.
Ross is perfect, 3 for 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from behind the arc. He has 10 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Delano attacking, had it stripped. Almost saved by Ross, but 3.7 on the clock for Portland to get one last shot.
St. Mary's doing a really good job on the ball handler as they're going to score of either poke checking it away, slapping it down. Multiple times guards for Portland have had it stripped on the way to the rim.
was 15-15 not too long ago. It's been a 13-4 run for St. Mary's the final 6+ minutes of this half. McKinnon trying to beat the buzzer, and he's short on that attempt.
St. Mary's 28, silence.
That'll end the first half, 28-19.
Can get very hot and can get very streaky.
Gaels will start with possession here the second half, looking to build onto their lead.
If you're Portland, you really need to stop on a score here to start the half.
You want to talk about how good this defense has been. Morauskas has 8 double-doubles on the season for St. Mary's. He had just 3 points in that first half. He had it taken away, 6 on the shot clock. Marshallonis attacking the hoop. Around Balasager-Webb.
That's a tough break right there. You go from almost getting a turnover to Marshallonis just weaving in and out and getting to the rim with 3 seconds on the clock.
He's got 8 points now on the evening.
You just have got to keep him in front.
Rapp curling around. Got it underneath the arm and one. He'll head to the line.
Really good job of going back to the strong hand. I think Barrett was trying to block him on the left side, and he brings it up and under. Good curl. Watch this curl. Portland has been successful off of this curl cut, and he brings it back to his strong hand. Not typical, but a good read and finish.
Just the first basket for Rapp today. 1 of 7 now from the floor. He was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And you can count it 3 for 3.
Here comes that token pressure, just again trying to get St. Mary's to use a little bit of clock. Back into the zone.
Ross was perfect in the first half. We'll miss that one. Gets his own rebound. Dang Deet will end that opportunity for the Gaels.
Good rebound by Dang Deet.
And Delano was looking for McKinnon, who ended up cutting to the basket. He thought he was going to stay in the corner.
Unfortunate turnover there in transition. Miscommunication. They're going to go back to this 2-2-1. The zone has been pretty successful, except for in rebounding category.
Dang Deet saved it from going out of bounds. Marshallonis saved the possession and count it.
Oh my. Wow, what balance and control of the body. He gets knocked, almost falling down, and makes that shot. He's so crafty and so strong in the guard spot. Almost turns it over off of this right here. Dang Deet gets a hand on it, but the ball comes back. Balasager-Webb, and it didn't even look like he touched him, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Balasager-Webb picked up his 3rd personal foul.
That's unfortunate because I don't even know if he touched him.
Yeah.
I think he was just off balance when he caught the ball.
So that'll be the first foul on Portland in the second half. Delano with the soft touch off the glass, no good. Rebound, Balasager-Webb. He's caught underneath, and the second chance doesn't go.
Too far underneath the rim right there. You like the effort on the boards, but get yourself in a position to score.
Marshallonis gets his own, miss using the left hand. It's back in. He's got 13 points, and he's just about at his seasonal average.
Yeah, he was good. Matthew was good.
Into the corner, it's McKinnon. He will hit the 3. He's got 10 points. That leads the Pilot scores. Now he trails Marshallonis for the game high.
Well, he's got the hot hand for Portland, so Portland needs to try to get him some looks.
Averaging 9.9, so now over his seasonal average. Saxon, he's got 3 fouls. Marshallonis from deep, 16 points.
Too much space, and he's starting to really feel it in this game, and Portland's got to close a hand and make him do something different, put it on the ground and create.
Portland foul number 22.
Ozzie Rapp gets called for the foul. That'll be his second personal and the second team foul.
I didn't see that. We got the fans that want to be officials all of a sudden.
They always do. Sit courtside, you think you have a word or two. Ross, across the paint to Saxon, flushes it home.
Defense not rotating on that pick and roll situation. Weak side guards have got to come over and help.
Saxon just his second bucket. He now has 5 points to go along with 4 rebounds and a whistle away from the ball.
St. Mary's foul number 33.
And that'll be on Luke Barrett. That'll be his third personal. And the second team foul here in half number 2.
Balls out of bounds to the Pilots.
That's a 15-point lead for St. Mary's.
Barrett's a great story. He's a walk-on during COVID, and he got on campus and he's like, this is where I want to be, and just a workhorse. And Coach Bennett, you know, he was a scholarship player a couple years later, and just he's leading the second in the country in minutes played right now.
Yeah,
just that workhorse, man.
Yeah, he's worked his tail off to get into this position. And you look back at some of the stories of these guys. You know, Shante Leggins loves to take walk-ons and try to develop them. We saw it with Mike Meadows a couple of years ago when they transferred in from Eastern Washington. But there are really some hidden gems that often get overlooked coming out of high school. And then you get guys like Barrett who worked at it for the last couple of years, now on scholarship, and he's making it work.
Well, sometimes it's just a matter of maybe not being seen, or you're undersized a little bit. I mean, guys grow so much later than females. I mean, coaching-wise, I had coached high school boys, and all of a sudden, from the time they're 17 to the time they're 21, there's quite a big difference. I was like, where's that?
I could have used that.
I could have used that when you were a junior in high school, but.
So that possession, it went off of St. Mary's. It'll be Portland basketball with 16:04 remaining. Next dead ball will send us to the media.
I mean, not too often you go from being a walk-on to the third leading scorer and rebounder on a team that is so successful.
Delano found Balasager-Webb. Right hand touch is good. 4 points now for Balasager-Webb.
Balasager-Webb needs to get a few more touch, and he was involved in the beginning of the game offensively, got a little bit of foul trouble. They need to go back inside and make things happen.
Both him and Saxon working with 3 fouls as Saxon splits Dane Deaton, Balasager-Webb for 2 more.
Those are the ones that Saxon was missing in the beginning of the game, getting a little bit more comfortable around the rim.
Now has 7 points on the evening. Rapp around the screen, baseline jumper, it goes. 7 points for Rapp. Saxon again inside, got good position, and not much that Balasager-Webb could do with 3 fouls.
No, high-low option with him in the short corner, and then just a big step-through finish. You're not going to stop him if he gets that deep.
Pass to Balasager-Webb. Underneath, just flips it up, and it's in.
Yeah, Rapp needs to just shoot that. He was lucky that ball got through to Balasager-Webb, but just go score. St. Mary's 5 of their last 7 from the field.
And Portland's hit their last 3. A lot different than what we saw in the first half. And teams at the moment were 4 for 22. Hardaway making that last basket. McKinnon through the defense, fading away. Got all iron, and Saxon will come down with a rebound. Delano saves it right in front of us.
Nice hustle and good hands of just getting that deflection in transition. Now can you take advantage of it?
Rapp, the step back 3, that's going to be off to the right. Had the offensive rebound, and it's taken away. Marshallonis gets fouled hard by Max McKinnon. He seems to be okay, though.
Opportunities or getting to the rim or extra passes to your post and giving him high percentage shots.
I mentioned Saxon has 9 points. He only had 3 at halftime. He sat a decent amount with 2 fouls. Marshallonis will make the first free throw. He's got 17 points now. If you're wondering what his season high is, he's still quite a bit away. He's 27 points against Chattanooga. He'll go 2 for 2. He's got 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists.
He's just so solid and so versatile and makes things happen in all areas. And defensively, he's really good as well.
And I believe there's a foul on St. Mary's. It'll be on Hardaway. His first and the team third foul of this second half.
Hardaway's just got to go around, and he's just trying to just bowl through. Contact is made. You got to release at that point and try to spin or go around, go underneath something. But going right through, he's got 2 quick fouls on it.
Rapp will have it. And that seems like it's too close of an area. Try to dish that off.
Yeah, I like the pick and pop or pick and roll for the post, that post-to-post screen, but there's no spacing right there on that opportunity to score. Rapp's got to go score.
Ross, who had a good first half with 10 points, had that shot go halfway down and out. 2 teams volley the ball. It ends up in the hands of Portland. See who the foul is on. They're going to call this on Marshall Lunas. His first, team's 5th. We've got 5 fouls right now. 2 more will put Portland in the bonus. You have about a little under 13 minutes to go. Dueno taking it back out for Portland. Uses the screen, gives it back to Balasago-Webb. Saxon using his body to stay in front.
You just see the strength of Saxon right there, just body contact. It's like running into a wall.
It's 6'10", 250. And they're gonna get a foul.
That's tough right there. I thought he got tripped up by Saxon coming off that, trying to split the defender.
And they call that on Balasago-Webb. That's his 4th personal.
Barcelona's tries to. No, that's a good call.
Yeah,
that's
that was.
Good call. Way better angle from that side.
So Messiah Oakman will come in for Balasago-Webb. Yeah, from our initial view, it looked like he ran more into Saxon, but that last view you saw Balasago-Webb sort of sticking his leg out.
Yeah.
Micah Ballou will check in for Portland.
Substitution pilots
coming in for Dueno.
Ballou, a nice addition to this Portland squad. Athletic, he's aggressive, can score the ball inside out.
Lewis back on the floor for the Gaels. Not a productive first half. 0 for 4 from the floor for somebody who's averaging 9 points. Hardaway gets the easy basket inside.
Barcelona's just picking apart the zone right there, setting his teammates up for success.
Gebbers goes baseline, cut off by Hardaway, blocked from behind by Saxon. Marshall Lunas, off-balance shot. Oakman getting position on the block. And Saxon tried to pick the pocket from behind. Instead, he's going to get called for the foul. And that should be his 4th.
Out of over 3 minutes or more of not scoring the ball, and they just can't afford that against a quality. We knew St. Mary was going to start getting on a roll and start hitting shots. Coming into this second half, they're doing such a good job of shooting 57% from the field, and it's the type of shot that they're getting. They're getting out in transition. They're pushing the pace. If they don't have anything, they're just pulling out and being smart. Portland's got to chip away at this lead. There's a lot of time left in the game, but it starts at the defensive end by getting stops, and then they've got to make shots.
McKeever against Oakman. Left his feet. Hardaway steals it away, and a foul on Gebbers. That'll be Geber's third. And the fourth team foul by Portland.
That's a product of Oakman not going to score. You got to be aggressive. Your post player inside has got to be efficient and try to get to the rim. Instead of making that pass, draw the contact and get yourself to the free throw line.
The Pilots back into that zone defense. Barrett saw the opening, out to Ross. They kick it over to Lewis. He's got his first basket. Now it's a 9-0 run for St. Mary's over the last 3.5 minutes. They've hit 5 of their last 7 from the field. And Portland just needs something to go their way right now.
Well, decision making, they're turning the ball over. And that's a great play by Lewis right there. That ball got knocked out of his hands by Rapp, able to pick it up, catch it, and get it up in the air for the and one opportunity.
16th foul on Portland. Lewis made that layup. He now has 5 points, making his last 2 baskets. Foul is on Rapp. That's his third. And that was the 6th team foul for Portland. It's a 12-0 run in just under 4 minutes now for St. Mary's. Marshall Lonis will come back onto the floor. Barrett will get a breather.
Well, and the thing about it is, it's the turnover situation with Portland. Instead of being aggressive to score, there's no movement. It's all one-on-one. It goes inside. They're trying to go one-on-one on the block, and instead of going to score, they're going to pass.
Mosh near the corner. He's looking for some type of help. Now he attacks. 10 on the clock. Blue falling down. It looked like he slipped. Didn't want to get called for the travel, and they get bailed out by the Gaels.
They sure do. I mean, that is an off-balance shot, and I don't know if he lost his footing right there.
That's what it looked like.
Or just forcing that, but again, no flow offensively. The ball's getting stuck on one side. There's no movement from the weak side. Screens aren't being set.
Masic shooting from the corner. He sinks it. 5 points for Masic.
Masic has the ability to shoot the three, and if he can get going and Portland get hot from the three-point line, this game becomes way different.
That ends a nearly 4.5 minute scoring drought for Portland. Lewis pulls up from the baseline. He's been red hot the last couple minutes. He's got 8 points.
Well, St. Mary's in this second half just doing a great job of scoring the ball. And he's going to step on the sideline out of bounds.
That's 15 turnovers now for Portland. Now St. Mary's just on a 14-3 run in almost 5 minutes.
In the lineup, replacing Ozzie Rapp.
Rapp having a tough night tonight. Physicality of St. Mary's.
He's got 7 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Unfortunately, he also has 4 turnovers.
I think he's just pressing a little bit.
That's what it seems like. He's let loose from deep a couple times. It sort of looks not in rhythm for him.
Yeah.
And he's leading the conference in three-point shooting. It's Marshall Lonis. Won't get the shooter's touch there. There's going to be a foul called.
St. Mary's foul, number 45, Andrew McKeever. His first personal.
McKeever's first personal. And with the 17th foul on St. Mary's, it'll be 1-1 for Portland.
Well, now if you're Portland, with the clock stop, you got to take advantage of it and knock down some free throws.
Harry Wessels.
Harry Wessels in the
Check in.
replacing Andrew McKeever.
Wessels, a junior from Western Australia.
Open at the line to shoot 1 plus the bonus.
Oakman can't get the free throw to go. And Portland just 5 of 8 from the free throw line. 3 of 14 from behind the arc. And an offensive foul.
Wessels just went right through Masic on that. Watch as Wessel sets the screen, he rolls, and he just runs right through Mosick. Smart play by the veteran.
It's kind of what we saw in the women's game earlier today. He just set himself right up at the WCC symbol, and Wessel's walked right into him.
Took it right in the chest. Yeah, multiple times in the women's game. Two calls, literally in transition.
Mosick thought about getting it to Ballou. Oakman on Wessels. Had to readjust as Lewis got a hand on it, and he still gets the bucket to go.
I'm not sure how that went, but nonetheless, Portland really needed that bucket.
4 turnovers for Portland in the last 5.5 minutes. They trail by 22. Ross, good strong take to the cup.
Ross doing a good job of just weaving in and out of that zone right there. Keeps it alive.
Mosick moving a bit quick, able to get back to it. Gets the assist as Dang Deet hits the triple.
Dang Deet's been very quiet tonight, only 5 points on the game. But he really has the ability to shoot the three. He can stretch the defense, he's long. Now Portland 3 of their last 3. Very streaky today.
Marshallonis to Lewis, and Ballou had his hands all over him. That'll be Ballou's first, and the 7th team foul for Portland.
Portland foul number 44. Micah Ballou, his first.
Both teams in the bonus here for the final 8 minutes. Saxon's on the bench right now. He's standing up at the end. He's itching to get back in. 4 fouls, though, and your team up by 21 points. I think it might be safe to keep him over there on the bench.
Well, for a little bit longer anyway.
Lewis had 0 points in the first half. He was 0 for 4 from the floor. He now has 10 points and a rebound as he's quickly come alive here in the second half.
St. Mary's doing such a better job in this second half of scoring the ball.
Mosick the take as he split the defense, but there wasn't enough on it.
Great cut, just can't get it high enough on the board.
Ross to Wessels. And around 3 Portland defenders, he gets the left hand to go.
That's tough. I mean, you miss a layup at this end and then give up a layup at the other end in a matter of 20 seconds.
Mosick trying to dribble his way, had to readjust, and that was an awkward shot.
See, right now, Portland's all one-on-one type situation instead of getting ball movement. They're trying to score too quick because of the deficit, and I understand that they've got to score quick, but right now it's not working going one-on-one.
Ross, another tough take around Oakman. 14 points for Ross. Season high is 19. That's also his career high he set earlier against Arizona State. 2 shots coming up. McKinnon took it to Wessels, and Wessels picks up the foul. That'll be his
And it's not just post-production, it's guards, penetrating, getting to the paint, scoring in transition. Portland not able to keep the ball handler in front. And then on the offensive end, Portland just not able to get by anybody. A lot of one-on-one. There's not a lot of movement. In that first 4 minutes, first half, they had some really good curls, staggered screens away, got some good looks, and just really struggling. They're shooting a higher percentage in this second half at 44%. They're just not getting too many opportunities.
McKinnon goes 2 for 2. He had 7 points in the first half. Currently only has 5 points here in the second half. Morauskas has come back in for St. Mary's. Only 3 points for him, 4 rebounds. He's a guy who's got a couple of double-doubles, 8 to be exact on the season. The transfer in from Arizona, they were thinking very highly of him when he came in from the transfer portal. Thought they'd pair up well with Marshallonis. Now it's Marshallonis, the near wing. Jones had the rebound, and the Gaels will end up getting the long rebound. Jones climbs the ladder for that one.
That's one thing Jones can bring to the game is his ability to sky and get to the boards.
Delano, the quick basket. He's got 4 points now on the evening with 4 rebounds and 2 assists.
Kind of quiet night offensively for him. St. Mary's done a nice job of taking him out of any type of scoring opportunity.
Marshallonis, high off the glass. That floater right over the hand.
Floater, the knuckleball, kind of left his hand funny, but he knew exactly what he was doing off the glass. Beautiful.
20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Marshallonis is having himself a heck of a night against the Pilots. His 6 rebounds are a new season high. Season high for assists, though. Still a bit off. He had 11 against Akron earlier this year.
That's Mikkel Meek style.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And Augustus Marshallonis.
Meek with that career high 11 assists today, 0 turnovers.
Thought you were going to jinx her earlier.
It was close. Helps that they had a lead and she didn't have to play the final couple of minutes.
Portland back into the zone out of the timeout.
Barrett, the 3. And the former 6th man for the Gaels knocks down the triple. He's got 5 points.
3 points.
Jones had his pocket picked, and he's going to pick up the foul. If anything, that prevents the transition bucket for St. Mary's.
It does prevent the transition bucket, but I would love to see Portland just come down, catch, rip, look, get some movement, and then attack with the penetration or the dribble. Too often, St. Mary's is getting poke checks away. They're turning the ball over. They have 17 turnovers on the night.
28 points at halftime. They now have 71 with 5 minutes left. And you gave the stat earlier today. They were 12-0 once they reached 70 points. And while they're pushing almost a 30-point lead, it might be safe to say they might be going 13-0.
Yeah.
Lewis again just continuing his stellar half with 11 points.
They've just exploded offensively in this second half, and you knew they weren't going to shoot the basketball like they did in that first half. But right now, almost 65% from the field, and it's, again, the type of shot that they're getting. Breaking the defense down, getting transition buckets, points around the rim.
17 turnovers from Portland have turned into 20 points for the Gaels. Ballou, silky smooth shot from outside. That's his first basket.
He plays with a lot of confidence. I like his game. He's going to continue to get more minutes and get better. St. Mary's just using a little bit of clock every time down. Super smart.
Both teams have hit 5 of their last 7 from the field. Ross will pull up just behind the free throw line. No good. Saxon rips down the board, misses the inside shot, and will kick it back out. Morauskas. No good. Tough shooting night for him. Just 1 of 6. And even at the free throw line, 1 of 3. Barrett will get called for that one. That'll be his 4th personal.
Jones did a nice job of ducking in right there. Alisager-Webb fortunate that that foul was called because the angle of that pass was really flat. It was going out of bounds.
Jones Jr. at the line to shoot 2.
Jones was a 75% free throw shooter coming into this contest. Missed 2 already today, though. And he'll make that free throw for his first point of the afternoon. Now every Pilot has scored.
Kate Bennett in the lineup for the Gaels, replacing Mikey Lewis.
Kate Bennett and Joshua Dent will check in. Ross and Lewis, productive second half. Lewis will end with 12 points, all in the second half. Ross ended with 14. He had 10 of those in the first half. Dent, the freshman from Australia, the 25th Australian to play for the Gaels as Morauskas hits the 3. He's got 6 points now, 4 rebounds and 3 assists.
Defense just not there on the closeout. Too easy for the Gaels.
Gebers coming around the screen, had a good look. And Delano
Portland foul on
will get called for the foul. Morauskas was going around.
In this half, out-rebounding Portland 16-7.
For St. Mary's.
I told you water always finds its level. That first half is not like St. Mary's was shooting their normal percentage that we've seen throughout the year. And we're going to have an offensive foul. And Morauskas gets called for hooking.
I mean, St. Mary's is shooting over 60% in this second half. And again, it's the type of shot, 44% from the three-point line.
Right back on the floor for Portland. Ballou will pull up from the elbow.
Good pick and pop action right there. Just again, not hitting the jumper. It's a good look for Ballou, and they've got to go quick, so I like that look.
Poked away by Todd Jones. And Jones almost had it, but will get called for that foul. That'll be his third.
You got to know when to reach and when not to reach right there. The first one was really good. Second one just obvious. Got to put yourself in good body position.
Gaels earned a two-shot bonus for the rest of the game.
That's the 10th team foul, so double bonus the rest of the way. Barrett will miss that free throw.
First free throws of the game for Barrett.
He's a 69.4% free throw shooter. 16 points in that win against Pepperdine. He's averaging about 11 and a half on the season.
Yeah,
Kevin
well
Gadd
below his average today, but he does all the other things. I mean, the guy just works his rear end off. Plays hard, rebounds, defensively makes things happen.
Todd Jones Jr. is third personal foul.
Delano with the jam.
Great screen by Gebers right there to make that happen, and Rapp finds Delano for the flush.
6'2" with the hops.
He does have some hops.
He does. Gets up.
He's a good athlete. You can see his speed and athleticism, but yeah, you're right. I mean, he can get up off the ground and quickly.
McKeever turns. The pass across the paint. And Morauskas, a rare miss inside. Rapp the three. There's one to go. He'd been cold from beyond. He's got 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists.
High release, just a little too late, I think, for Portland.
He's now just 1 of 5 from behind the arc. Started out 0 for 4. Final 2 minutes. Morauskas gives it up to McKeever. 4 points now. Wessel's at the scores table. He'll come in. Next dead ball.
This St. Mary's team has a lot of size. I mean, they have 8 guys, 6'6" and up.
Substitution for the Gaels.
6 guys, 6'8" and above, I believe. That's a big squad.
That is a very big squad.
I mean, Portland's got some size, but you look at this Gaels team and
I mean, you got McKeever, 7'1". You got Gadd, who just checked in, 6'6". I know it doesn't meet the 6'10" standard that you were just talking about. Saxon is 6'10", though. You've got Wessels, who's also 7'1". Morauskas is 6'8", so he's also got some size on him. And Ballou frustrated with himself, but it's a good call.
Portland foul number 44, Michael Ballou, second personal.
2 shots coming up for McKeever.
At the line, addition 2.
McKeever just a 33% free throw shooter. He's averaging 22 points and 12 rebounds in high school at Granada High. Redshirted last year for the Gaels. They'll miss both. And the pass to Delano, broken up by Bennett. It'll stay with Portland.
Yeah, and Rapp just can't throw that. I mean, that's a turnover waiting to happen. He's 6 feet off the line, and you're throwing it to your point guard that's going up against the 7-footers, even if he does catch it, you know? So, like, move the ball and do something different.
Ballou already hit one, hits the second. 6 points for Ballou. A rebound and an assist.
Ballou has the ability to come in and score off the bench, and that's something that Shantae is going to probably look to go to a little bit more.
Jones rose up with the swat.
I think that was going to be a pass.
Probably. Seemed quite low for it to be a shot. And that'll be goaltending.
Goaltending violation. Basket's good by Andrew McKeever.
Well, you see his athleticism, that's for sure. Just not a smart play. You got to make sure that, yeah, that was definitely going to be a pass inside.
If it was going to be a pass, McKeever and Wessels weren't looking for it.
Nope.
Wrap short, rebound, Todd Jones. Gebbers wants one from 3. And I believe they're calling that one on Bennett.
St. Mary's foul number 22.
But that'll put Portland on the line.
Micah Ballou at the line to shoot 2.
Ballou, an 84% free throw shooter on the season. You mentioned it, J-Mo, just an explosion in the second half for St. Mary's. 28 points in the first half, 53 in the second half.
I thought Portland's defense in that first half was really good. This second half, I mean, just the intensity level. Gaels jumped it up another notch. Portland did not go with them, and you see the difference in score and the type of shots that they got, and then they knocked down shots.
They don't have to take another shot. They can dribble this one out. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. 81-58 is going to be your final inside the Child Center. St. Mary's will stay undefeated in conference. They move to 3-0. Portland falls to 0-4.
Pilots, 58.
And J-Mo, we talked